Hey and welcome to the daily Arsenal news show. Let's begin with our news. Borussia Monchengladbach have now added Arsenal player Edin Nketiah to their summer transfer shortlist. According to a report from German outlet Bild, Arsenal striker Edin Kitata is a target for Bundesliga side Borussia Monchengladbach this summer. The Englishman came through the ranks at Arsenal after joining the Gunners from Chelsea in his early teens. He was expected by many to become the club's next big striker, but things have been really difficult for him. At the start of the season, Nketiah was behind Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette in the pecking order. The Gabon Stars' exit opened the door for the youngster to make his mark, but with Arsenal playing just once every week, Arteta has preferred the experienced Frenchman instead. That has left Nketiah with very little game time, and he's now set to walk away for free this summer. After back-to-back top 5 finishes in the Bundesliga, Gladbach have struggled over the last 2 years. They finished 8th last campaign and are now 11th in the table. Times are tough for the Fallen, and it looks like it will only get tougher. The report claims that the club's head of scouting, Stephen Correll, has already sent a message to fans to let them know that they'll have to sell their best players and depend on free agents or players whose transfer values are small to keep going. Nketiah checks that box as he'll soon be out of contract at Arsenal, and the report claims that the Englishman has been added to Gladbach's transfer list for the upcoming summer transfer window. It really is a shame that things haven't worked out for Edin Kitata at Arsenal. The young Englishman has always been a prolific goal scorer at youth level, but he just hasn't been able to find the same kind of form in the top flight. To be fair to him, he hasn't really been given enough opportunities either, which is why he has turned down a new deal at the Emirates. Nketiah will find the Bundesliga slightly easier compared to the Premier League. He could really show the world what he's all about there, and it will be interesting to see if this deal will go through in the coming month. Nicolas Pepe drops hint concerning his Arsenal future. Nicolas Pepe has hinted that he plans to consider his future at Arsenal at the end of the season, as he struggles for game time in North London, in comments reported by The Sun. Pepe has fallen right to the periphery of the Gunners squad. He has only made 5 starts in the Premier League this term. The Ivorian has shown in the Carabao Cup with 2 goals and 4 assists, and it did appear that his recent goal and performance against Wolves may have the potential to be a turning point in his Emirates career. However, he has remained on the fringes of the side in the weeks since. He has not played for more than half an hour in the league since mid-October, so it will probably come as no surprise to many of the Arsenal fans that Pepe has left the door open to a potential departure when asked about his future. I am focused on how well we do until the end of the season and the club's target, which is getting into the Champions League. Then we will see what happens, he said, as reported by The Sun. It's well known that Arsenal parted with a huge sum to bring Pepe to North London. He's set to earn £140,000 a week, and that may make life difficult as the Gunners look to offload the 26-year-old. However, Arsenal will have surely been realistic for some time about the likelihood of receiving a decent fee for Pepe. He has shown glimpses of his outstanding quality, but this summer looks to be a crucial one for Pepe and Arsenal. He will have 2 years left on his contract, so the Gunners may be wary of letting his deal run down any further before they cash in. Much may depend on the offers Arsenal receive for Pepe, but it's hard not to think that this summer may be time for the two to go their separate ways. Murphy would be gobsmacked if Arsenal signed Marcus Rashford. Danny Murphy has told TalkSport that Arsenal have to go and get Marcus Rashford if a deal is at all possible, but insisted that he would be gobsmacked if Manchester United wanted to let him go. Rashford's future looks to be somewhat up in the air right now. He has fallen out of favour under Ralf Rangnick, and his form has been underwhelming for some time. He's now being linked with a move to another Premier League side. Arsenal reportedly want to sign Rashford and are monitoring developments in case he becomes available. Mikel Arteta needs to sign at least one new striker this summer. Of course, the situation has been complicated by the fact that United will appoint a new manager in this summer. It's hard to see any decision being made on Rashford's future until an appointment is announced at Old Trafford. Certainly, Murphy does not see Rashford joining Arsenal this summer. However, he insisted that he would be outstanding signing if there is a deal to be done. I think it's highly unlikely, although if I was Arsenal, I'd love to get Marcus Rashford through the door because he adds quality to their front line definitely. Absolutely no doubt about that, he told Talksport. Manchester United, we know they are going to have a new manager, and I would be absolutely gobsmacked if the manager coming in didn't want to take Rashford and try and work with him because of the ability and talent he's got. Arsenal, if they got a chance, go and get him, he added. You can see why Murphy has backed Rashford to be a success for Arsenal. However, a move would surely be a real gamble for the Gunners. Even if United are open to selling him, they cannot afford to let him go for anything other than a huge fee. They are in big trouble if he leaves and goes on to thrive. He may live up the expectations, but based on his form this season, there would have to be concerns that Rashford is going to be unable to realize his full world-class potential. It would be a masterstroke if Arsenal sign Rashford and he does get his career back on track, but it feels like a big if right now. Arsenal opened talks to sign Lautaro Martinez. According to reports coming out of Italy, Arsenal have begun talks with the agent of Argentinian striker Lautaro Martinez ahead of a potential summer move. Calcio Mercato make the claim, reporting that the Gunners are back in for Martinez almost a year after they initially registered interest ahead of the 2021 summer window. Arsenal are thought to be keen on bringing a new number 9 into the club this summer. Martinez, who has a fine record with Inter and has hit 16 goals this season already, is seen as one of the top talents in the European market as things stand. It's believed Inter would be looking for a big fee for Martinez, with reports suggesting that a fee as high as 75 million could be required. These latest reports from Italy will offer Arsenal fans some encouragement. It shows, if anything, that the club are actively working on landing a striker for the summer. Certainly, there wouldn't be many Gunners turning their noses up at the thought of Lautaro Martinez. Now, this would get Arsenal fans salivating. If they can land a player of Martinez quality, then it would send a quiet message to the rest of the Premier League. He brings goal, of course, but much like his fellow countryman and Man City legend Sergio Aguero, Martinez brings an all-around threat in the final third of the pitch. Martinez is exactly the sort of player Arsenal fans demand. The club have got their requirement spot in recent times, and you feel Lautaro fits the bill as well. Arsenal transfer target Alexander Isak wants to prioritise Barcelona move. Arsenal transfer target Alexander Isak will prioritise a move to Barcelona and looks set to join the Spanish club in the summer. Isak has been linked to Arsenal in recent weeks, according to Football London, but separate reports are now claiming Isak will join Barcelona this summer. This is according to Team Talk, who claim an Arsenal move is unlikely and Isak will join Barcelona despite their financial troubles. Although Barcelona have recently solved their problems in attack with the signing of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the former Arsenal man isn't a long-term answer. This summer, the versatile forward will be 33 years old, so may not have too long left at the top level. Isak is only 22, so has many years ahead of him. Arsenal are in need of a striker this summer, but it seems they will have to look elsewhere. Club tell Arsenal it will cost £80 million for them to sign Raheem Sterling. Manchester City will demand around £80 million if they are to part ways with Raheem Sterling this summer, which could well put Arsenal off following up their interest, according to the Daily Star. The Gunners are known to be admirers of the City star, and Mikel Arteta is known to think that Sterling would be a perfect addition for his Arsenal team. The Arsenal manager was keen on signing Sterling before January, although a deal was always going to be difficult to do. However, a deal could be back on the cards for Sterling, with the England man said to be unhappy at some of the games he's missing out on with City. Despite still scoring 10 goals this season, Sterling has seen City spend £100 million on Jack Grealish last summer and Phil Foden emerge as well. Sterling to Arsenal would raise eyebrows. It would be an interesting one, this. Sterling has been excellent for City for so many seasons that Arsenal fans would be silly to not want him. However, whether Arsenal would pay £80 million for Sterling is another question. That is a huge sum, but then again, they did spend more than £70 million on Nicolas Pepe. Sterling is a proven Premier League player and remarkably is still only 27. This would raise eyebrows around the league if it happened. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.